Welcome back to a new food reviews with Fatty. As always, I'm your host, Fatty, aka Jay. So we are doing something slightly different today. So now apparently at the Coca-Cola Freestyle stations and Wendy's, they do have the new Coca-Cola holiday flavors. Since the drinks were $1 a piece, I decided to go ahead and pick up one. In this case, I picked up the Sprite Zero Pineapple Punch. I've never heard this before, but I decided to give it a try. Because it sounded like something kind of tasty, you know, for a holiday flavor. Pineapple Punch. Now, it doesn't look like a Sprite, technically. It actually looks like some kind of, I don't know what exactly, but for $1 on the app, it wasn't a bad deal. I was able to pick this up for $1 and some change, and don't mind the weird white people in the video that you see walking behind me. The whiter people, obviously, the redneck people that park in the opposite parking lot and walk in and get their food. This lady just parked her big truck right in front of me, and apparently they're just too damn lazy to go right around the way there and turn back around in the block, or in such a hurry. Weird people in Florida. I don't want to say white people, I'll say Floridian people. How about that? Floridian rednecks. That's the best way to put it. These guys are weirdos, some of them. And believe me, I've seen my fair share in 15 years. So anyhow, back to the drink. I'm not going to talk too much about that. So I got this large. It was 15 calories for this gigantic large drink. There's a lot of ice in it because this Wendy's is really chintzy. It's kind of like a fast food trick that they pull on people, so that way they can get more out of their buck, I guess you could say, and you get less out of your buck. This is what they do with almost every company. But Wendy's especially, I mean, there's literally ice like this much of the cup. It's right down to her chin, to Wendy's chin. But anyhow, either way, 15 calories for the whole drink, and I got a large drink for $1. I'm probably going to pull some of the ice out of this before I do the next video, because I do have another video that's going to be part of this series. This is going to be the Wendy's holiday lineup, and I got their new sandwich is going to be the next video. So, one of their new sandwiches, I should say. For the holiday menu, which is going to be a spicy one. Hopefully it don't really hurt me, but, you know, whatever. So anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and try this out. It's the Sprite Zero Pineapple Punch. And let's see how we go with this. Okay, first taste, it definitely doesn't taste like a Sprite. That's my first opinion. It does have a little bit of a punch flavor, but I'm not really sure how they call this pineapple. There's not really a pineapple taste. It's just like Sprite and punch mixed together. Yeah, I mean, that's really what I'm getting from it. I mean, it is punch, but it's Sprite punch. There's nothing that reminds me of pineapple in this drink, honestly. I don't understand where this is considered a Sprite Zero. I get the Sprite Zero, actually. Let me step back and walk back from that. I do understand how this is a Sprite Zero, because they do use the artificial sweeteners, which literally are not good for you. But once in a great while, when I do have soda, I do choose to have the zero sugar rather than the ultra sugar, because there would be a lot of sugar in this drink. This would be like 500, 600 calories. I am trying currently to watch for that, to be able to do food reviews of things that aren't super calorie rich, when it comes to drinks especially. The one thing that I learned about losing weight is that if you want to lose weight, you got to try not to drink your calories. That's one of those things that I was taught when I was trying to lose weight when I first moved to Florida. Before the pandemic and before all the misery that came along with the pandemic, and before I knew what I was really getting into when I moved to Florida. So yeah, I mean, this is 15 calories, and I can't complain. I mean, it's pretty tasty. It's got this, like, almost like cranberry. Is what it really reminds me of, like cranberry flavor. Not too bad. Okay, now that I've had 4 or 5 drinks, though, I do have to call it, and that's the only way we're going to get the correct answer here. Okay, so with this drink here, value 2 thumbs up, because they had it for $1 on the dollar menu, or on the app or whatever. I said dollar menu, but I mean the app. There's no such thing as a dollar menu anymore. But yeah, they had this on the app there for $1. And it tastes all right. It's just not spectacular. For the visual, why it's red and it's supposed to be a Sprite Zero. They didn't have to add any kind of dyes to it to separate it from the pineapple regular to the pineapple punch. I really don't think so, personally. That's my opinion. But it does feel different. That's what I will say. And honestly, I mean, on the overall, it's about 1 thumb up. Just 1 thumb up. I just don't feel that this was like the best drink I've ever had. Sprite, I mean, Coca-Cola is willing to experiment, and I give them props. You know, try some new drinks and see if there's something out there that might be a viral sensation with people. But, I mean, if it really is terrible or it just has a weird flavor, a lot of people aren't going to drink that. So you might want to think about that Coca-Cola going forward in the future. So as far as this goes, yeah, that's pretty much what I got for this. I've been doing a lot of my videos in the car lately because I'm trying to get as many videos as I can out daily. This is part 1 of the series of, well, actually, this would technically be part 3 of the holiday menu, because I did do 2 other videos of Wendy's that's going to come up eventually. But I guess you could say this is part 1 of 4 because the other 2 videos are scheduled to come out later this month or next month. Currently, it's November, the end of November. So this might come out in December. So this might be the 3rd and 4th video. I don't really know. I don't like to make numbers personally. I just like to do reviews. So that could be something in the future. But I don't really think so. I don't think it's going to be a back-to-back 4 video series, so to speak. But there are 4 separate videos from Wendy's for the winter of 2024. Excuse me, got a little burp there. I try to be gentlemanly about it, so, you know, whatever. Yeah, I mean, just the confidence of these, of the world and of Florida, fucking people. Pardon my French, the people. I'll bleep that out if I have to. But I don't really think I have to, because I'm an adult, and this is not just for adults, it's for kids and adults, so, you know, whatever. But, yeah, I want to say thank you to everybody who's watching the videos, everybody who's liked, subscribed, and rang the bell. I do want to say thank you to everybody who does watch the videos in general. If you don't like and subscribe, please do go like and subscribe to the videos. It takes about 3 seconds. That would be much appreciated on my angle. And as far as the channel goes, I do plan on having other things I'm going to do in the channel. It's just I'm kind of just spitballing right now for a lot of different ideas. I have a lot that are going to be going on at the house. Different foods that I'm going to be buying that are from store-bought, basically. And then there's going to be a lot that's going to be like from other sources. Maybe some restaurants that I'm going to actually go to the restaurant and film walking in and showing you everything. By the way, just as a update for the weird people that were in front of me, the weird Floridian necks, as I like to call them, I'll just call them necks. I don't want to be disrespectful to country folks, because I don't have no problem with country folks. Just you can tell the difference between the lady that jumps out in her pajamas to walk into Wendy's to do something. I don't know, maybe get her food replaced. But the thing is that she walked in her pajamas, hopped out of the truck, walked into the building. And this is the kicker. She walks back out with no food. No food, nothing. What did you go into Wendy's for that you got absolutely no food, no drinks, No fries, no shakes, no nothing. You came out with nothing. She literally just parked in front of my car in an area that's a no parking zone right in front of me right there. You can't see it, but it's right there. And then there's a Murphy USA gas station and an access road between Wendy's and Murphy USA in Pinellas Park, Florida. So yeah, I just wanted to give that update. That was the weirdest thing ever. They could have parked anywhere in the world or even just parked in the parking lot like normal people. But I'll be honest, Florida man is not normal. And Florida woman married to Florida man, not normal. Not all of them. I'm not saying that there aren't normal people in Florida, but definitely these ones weren't normal. So anyhow, I'm going to stop rambling about that, but I wanted to say thank you. If there are any food companies out there that would like to work with a former Ohio man turned Florida man, kind of Florida man-ish, I'm still who I am. I'm still the same person I was when I moved to Florida. Only difference is I've changed a lot of my ways, and there's things that I don't do anymore that I used to do. So that's something. But yeah, I mean, it just never stops in this Wendy's especially. There's always some old crazy people that's just like hanging out. Either the homeless people, which I hate that I see the homeless people having to hang out at Wendy's because our governor doesn't care about the other stuff that's going on here. They have no place to go. But just weird old folks that just, like, they see you doing something and they just drop in the back of the video, just being real loud and obnoxious. It's just, Florida is an obnoxious place. But what I was getting at anyway, I had to say that because it was getting on my nerves behind me. I look out the window and there's 3 old people just squawking as loud as they can. With my windows up, I could still hear them. Anyhow, what I was saying was, if there are any food companies or any other companies out there that would like me to do honest reviews of their products, and also advertise on all of my social media, which I do have a lot of social media. I have like 3 Facebooks, 2 Instagrams, 2 Twitter, 2 X's. I have Blue Sky, Instagram. If I didn't say Instagram already, I know I said Instagram. I got all of the major social media, including LinkedIn and YouTube, obviously. So if you're interested in possibly talking about a sponsorship deal, please do contact me at foodreviewswithfatty@gmail.com. Again, that's foodreviews with PHATTY @gmail.com, and I would be more than happy to do honest reviews of your products, whether it's food or not, because I do have another channel called Everything Reviews with Fatty, and I also do, well, yeah, I actually do have the second channel I'm working on, slowly but surely, with the second channel. The first one is my main concern right now, is to get this channel built. But I mean, I'm still willing to put your videos up on the other channel and this channel, both, whether it's food or everything else. That way I can kind of, give a chance for people to see the channel Everything Reviews with Fatty. So that's something to think about. Please do contact me at foodreviewswithfatty@gmail.com. Again, that's foodreviewswithfatty@gmail.com, and I'd be more than happy to speak with you and negotiate a contract. So with that being said, I want to say I love all of you that like to subscribe and ring the bell. Everybody who hasn't, please do take 3 seconds out of your day to like and subscribe. Even if you don't want to ring the bell to see more videos, please help out. It does help out the channel. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and call it a day, because it is a day and I still have one more video to record before I have to be at work. But luckily I left early enough I have the time to do that. So with that being said, I'm calling it a day, so it is a day. And as always, Food Reviews with Fatty. Out.